How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here, and welcome to song number 8 of the Rubber Soul series. In today's video, we're going to learn how to play What Goes On guitar by the Beatles. If this is the first video in this series you've seen, I'm posting a brand new song lesson for every single song on the Beatles album Rubber Soul. We're taking the whole thing apart and getting into some of these classic George Harrison guitar parts and really looking into the genius songwriting that the Beatles did on this album. So I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and also don't forget to download your free PDF in the description below if you're interested in improving your soloing and learning about soloing. I have a book that you can download completely for free called Melodic Expressions. If you're interested in soloing, check that out. It's really going to help you out, and you can get your free download link in the description below. All right, with that said, let's dive into song number 8, What Goes On by the Beatles. Let's break down how to play What Goes On by the Beatles. Now, I've sort of adapted this guitar part to be more of like a Chet Atkins style guitar part. Now, it sounds to me like George Harrison on this song in particular was influenced by Chet Atkins. And so I've sort of gone all the way, put on a thumb pick, and adapted this guitar part to be like a full Chet Atkins style, where George plays sort of hinting at it, but he doesn't really go all in with like the thumb pick and everything and really make it sound like Chet. So I'm going to show you the changes, and I'm going to take sort of an approach like trying to play like Chet Atkins or like Scotty Moore, something like Mystery Train, that sort of guitar part. So here's what the A section sounds like, the first part of the tune where Ringo comes in singing. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this starts off with 6 bars of E. And I'm going to think about this actually in a 2/4 time signature, because it's kind of got this country like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 kind of groove to it versus counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to go 1, 2, 1, 2 and kind of half it so that the groove sits a little better. So I'm thinking 2 beats per bar. So that's going to be 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. Then we go to A7 for 2 bars, which is our 4 chord right underneath. And A7 is going to last for 2 bars. So we've got E for 6, A for 2. Here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then it goes again. After this, we play 2 bars of B7 to 2 bars of E. Now for the B7, I'm just playing from the A string down, but I am going to alternate the bass. So this brings us to talking about what I'm doing here with the thumb pick. Now if you have a flat pick, you can just palm mute and use a flat pick and play this. But I'm using a thumb pick, and so the strings that I'm playing here are 6, 4, 5, 4. So I'm going to do that palm muted on the E chord. And each time I do that, that's 1 bar. So it's like 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. Then when we go to the A7, I'm going to play the A string, or strings 5, 4, 6, 4 for that pattern. So you have a different pattern there for each chord. So to the 4 chord. Then it goes again. Four chord. Then we go to B7, and for the B7 we're going to alternate the 2nd fret of the A string or the 5th string to the 2nd fret of the 6th string like this. Then back to E. So once that rhythm pattern gets comfortable, you can start to bring in the other fingers like this. And I steal this little lick, it's actually from Folsom Prison Blues, where I just do a little bend off the B7. So that's gonna be our A section, the first part. Then we have a B section, and for that, we're gonna play this. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're back to the chorus there. So we played 2 bars of E to 2 bars of A minor, and then that repeats, 2 bars of E, 2 bars of A minor. Then we're gonna play a bar of A minor, a bar of B7, 2 bars of E, and then 2 bars of B7. So that sounds like this. The last 2 parts we're going to talk about are the intro and the ending, and George starts off with these 6. And this is a real classic sort of sound, definitely kind of country. And then he jumps up to some 6 here. So we're going to start out with the 1st fret of the G string, and then the open E. Then we're gonna go to the 2nd fret and the 2nd fret, and then walk up. Now when we get here, we break up the notes, hitting the note on the 3rd string and then the note on the 1st string. So, and then we come up 1 string with both fingers for that B7 sound. And really the chords are like da 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 E7, B7, E. And then what goes on and a down. We're into the A section. Then when we end the tune, we come out of the A section and we have this really cool lick. It's like, what goes on? So that's a classic little George Harrison lick there. We're gonna hammer from open D to the 2nd fret, then open G, then do a little pull off here, 3, 2, 0 on the G string. Then we come back to the 2nd fret of the D string. Then we play the low E, and then an E7 chord. So coming out of the B7, that lick goes right in place of the E chord out of the B section. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Have fun working on What Goes On by the Beatles on guitar. I hope you got some value out of today's lesson. And just as a reminder, if you don't play thumb pick, you can do the same thing without a thumb pick. Or you also could just take the chord progression that I'm playing and strum that along with the recording as well. Before you go, if you're interested in learning more about lead playing and like some of the concepts that we talked about in today's video, click the link below and you can get a free download link for downloading my book, Melodic Expressions. Thanks again for all your support on the channel. As always, leave any song requests in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next lesson.